you all once again in our new class. So currently we are learning about the temperate zone and the frigid zone, right? So in the previous classes we have discussed how will be the climate, how will be the plant life, how will be the animal life, and how will be the life of the people in the temperate zone, right? So I hope that you know all the concepts we have learnt about temperate zone. So in today's class we are going to learn about the frigid zone, okay? So we are going to see how will be the climate and how will be the plant life in the frigid zone, okay? So before entering into the topic, let us recall what we have learned in our first class of this lesson. So what we have seen, we have learned about the location of the frigid zone, right? So where is this frigid zone located? It is located towards the poles, right? So in the northern hemisphere, it is located between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole, right? And in the southern hemisphere, it is located between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole, right? So this frigid zone is located towards the poles. That's why it is always cold, right? And we have seen what are the places that are located in the frigid zone, right? So in the southern hemisphere, we have Antarctica. And in the northern hemisphere, we have some places like Canada, Greenland, etc. Right? So these are the things what we have learnt about frigid zone already. So in today's class, let us discuss how will be the climate and the plant life in this frigid zone. Okay. So first, let us discuss about the climate in the frigid zone. Okay. Yes, how will be the climate here? Already we have discussed, right? It will be extremely cold. Extremely means what? Something that is unbearable, right? It is very much cold, okay? It is extremely cold. And why it is this much cold? Because this receives slanting rays from the sun as it is situated far away from the equator. We know, right? The frigid zone is located towards the poles. So poles means towards this side, right? Equator is at the center. So we have learned in chapter 2, right, in factors affecting the climate of a place, we have seen that if a place is situated far away from the equator, it receives only slanting rays from the sun, right? So that means the places there will be very cold, right? So that's what applied here. Here the frigid zone is very much far away from the sun, right? It is towards the poles. That's why it is receiving slanting rays. So it is extremely cold, okay? And see, in this place we have only two seasons, summer and winter. Now say me, what are the seasons we are facing? We have 5 seasons, right? What are they? Summer, winter, monsoon, spring and autumn, right? So we have 5 seasons. But say this frigid zone has only 2 seasons. What are they? Summer and winter alone, okay? Now let us see how will be the summer season and how will be the winter season, okay? See how will be the winter season? Lasts for about 9 months in a year. Okay, so winter season lasts for very long time. That means in 12 months it lasts for about 9 months. Okay, so for about 9 months it is winter season only. And how will be the winter season? The places remain completely frozen. Okay, places are completely frozen and the sun does not rise and it remains dark all this time. Okay, so in winter season the sun never rises. Okay, so we are having day and night, right? So there during the during the winter season the sun never rises at all and it will remain dark all the time. Okay, that's all about winter season. So winter season lasts for about 9 months in a year and the places remain frozen and the sun does not rise and it remains dark all the time. Okay. See, this is how a winter season looks like in Antarctica. Okay. Yes, now see how will be the summer season. So the summer season lasts for only 2 or 3 months. Okay, we have seen there, right? Winter season will last for 9 months. So only 3 months is remaining there. So the summer season lasts for only 3 months. But how is the summer? Summer is also cold only. Okay, but winter it is completely frozen. But in the summer season that ice will melt little bit. Okay, but the summer is also cold only. So in summer the sun is visible in the sky for 24 hours. So in winter the sun will never rise at all and it will remain dark. But in summer the sun is visible in the sky and for 24 hours. Okay, there is no night at all. Okay, so that's all about summer season. So this is how the Antarctica looks in summer season. Here see, all the ice starting to melt, right? So in summer season, as the sun is visible, the ice will start melting. Okay. So that's all about the climate in the frigid zone. So how will be the climate? It is extremely cold throughout the year. Why? Because it is receiving only slanting rays from the sun. And it has only two seasons. What are they? Summer and winter. And winter season lasts for about 9 months in a year, and it is completely dark and the sun never rises in the winter season, right? And how will be the summer season? Summer season lasts for about 3 months and the sun is visible for 24 hours. And whether it will be hot in summer season? No, right? In summer also it will be cold only. Okay? Yes. Now let us discuss about the plant life in the frigid zone. Okay? Yes. How will be the plant life? Very little vegetation as it is covered with snow and ice for many months. Okay. So we have seen, right, the entire place is covered with snow and ice only. So if it is covered with the snow and ice, is there any possibility for any plants to grow there? No, right? So very little vegetation as it is covered with snow and ice for many months. Okay. So during long and harsh winters, the ground remains frozen. Okay. So during that long winter for 9 months, no, the ground remains completely frozen. Okay. So it is also called as tundra region. What do you mean by tundra region? So completely frozen regions are known as tundra region. Okay. As the land is completely frozen here, it is also known as what? Tundra region. Don't forget. Okay. This frigid zone is also known as tundra region. Okay. So in summer the snow melts and shrubs, lichens, herbs grow close to the ground. Okay. So in summer season that snow will melt, right? So at that time only small plants, okay, not big plants are trees, only small plants like shrubs, lichens and herbs grow close to the ground. Okay. These are the things about the plant life in the frigid zone. So it has very little vegetation as the ground is remain frozen, right? So as the ground is completely frozen, it is also known as tundra region. And in the summer season, when the ice melts, shrubs, lichens and herbs grow close to the ground. Okay. See, this picture shows how will be the vegetation in the frigid zone. You can see only small shrubs here, right? So this is how the vegetation in the frigid zone. Okay. Yes, now let us watch a video that will show you the lifestyle of the people in the Greenland. Okay, Greenland comes under this frigid zone. Okay, let us see how is this Greenland. Okay, shall we watch the video?
The region lying beyond the Arctic Circle is known as the tundra or North Frigid Zone. Greenland, Scandinavia and Siberia experience tundra climate. These regions predominantly are covered with ice and snow. In Greenland, there are fabulous indoor activities like sailing trips between icebergs, dogs boat trips, heavy skiing, whitewater safaris, mountaineering, and ice climbing. Let us learn about Greenland's location, physical features, climate, vegetation, wildlife, food, economy, transport, and people of Greenland. Edmund Ballard discovered this island in the 10th century and named it Greenland to attract settlers from other countries of the world. Nuuk is the capital of Greenland, which is earlier known as Godhavn. Greenland lies in the North Polar region, the part of Earth which is extremely cold throughout the year. Located between the Arctic and North Atlantic Ocean, Greenland is a part of Denmark. The island is surrounded by Greenland Sea in the northeast, Denmark Strait in the southeast, Davis Strait in the southwest, Baffin Bay in the northwest, and the Arctic Ocean in the north. The major physical features of Greenland is its massive ice sheet, which makes this island remain permanently in the snow and makes ice were gone from these glaciers and fell into the ocean. These blocks of ice are called icebergs. Many scientists who discovered Greenland. Being in the polar region, the climate of Greenland remains very cold throughout the year. The winter season lasts between 9 to 10 months when temperatures fall below freezing point, that is 0 degrees Celsius. But during the summer season, there is bright sunshine for many weeks and the sun never sets. We also call this area as the land of midnight sun. Due to cold climate, the vegetation in this region is limited. The main types of vegetation comprises of shrubs, mosses, lichens, and grasses. Some flowering plants do grow during summer months. Extreme cold is the reason for their forests. The animals have adapted themselves to the extremely cold weather conditions in order to live and survive in Greenland. The main animals are polar bear, red deer, musk ox, Arctic fox, and seals. The great white dogs are called huskies, are also found here, which are used for pulling sledges. These animals of polar region have thick fur on their skin to protect themselves from extreme cold conditions. As there are no roads in polar regions, huskies are used for pulling sledges and ice. People here build special boats called kayaks for transport of hunted sea animals. Kayak is a small boat covered with seal skin. Not only this, but another type of boat used here is called Numiak. It is a bigger boat used for carrying people from one place to another. Igloos are the special houses made by the Eskimos in Greenland. These igloos are temporary shelters made of blocks of ice cemented together with snow. The floors of the igloos are covered with animal skin. However, today many Eskimos live in modern houses with better facilities.
Yes children, after watching the video, I hope that you got a small idea on how this frigid zone will be, right? Yes, now shall we recall once again what are the things what we have learned today? Yes, what are the things we have learned about the climate and the plant life in the frigid zone, right? So let us have a quick recap, okay? See how will be the climate in the frigid zone? It is extremely cold as it receives only slanting rays from the sun. Why it is receiving slanting rays from the sun? Because it is situated far away from the equator. And how many seasons it has? It has only 2 seasons. What are they? Summer and winter. How will be the winter season? It lasts for about 9 months in a year and the places remain completely frozen during this winter season. And the sun does not rise and it remains dark all the time. Okay. Now how will be the summer season? It lasts for only 2 or 3 months, but summer is also cold. Okay. In summer the sun is visible in the sky for 24 hours. Yes, now how will be the plant life? Very little vegetation as it is covered with snow and ice for many months. Okay. So during long and harsh winters the ground remains completely frozen. So it is also known as tundra region. Okay. So as this region remains frozen, it is also known as tundra region. Okay. So in summer the snow starts melting and shrubs and lichens and herbs grow close to the ground. Okay. Yes children, that's all for today's class. So I hope that you have understood all the concepts what I have taught you today. If you have any doubts, contact me, okay? So the next class we can see how will be the animal life and the life of the people in this frigid zone, okay? Meet you in the next class. Thank you.